Norwich called Aston Villa on one of their best days of the season. Kevin Gage, 21 minutes gone, and that's a fine opening goal. Norwich say they prefer playing away from home, 5 wins and a draw. Gage can't get the ball away here, and Trevor Putney, who's got 1 or 2 vital goals, squeezes the equaliser past Nigel Spink. Norwich, though, really overrun in the second half. Villa played some great stuff. Alan McAnally through and clear here. Brian Gunn out. Thought he got the ball. The referee didn't. It's a harsh penalty against Norwich, but Gunn saves well from Platt. No keeping Villa at bay, though. And the goal scorer, number 11, Putney, the villain of the piece for Norwich, a little slip. Andy Gray onto it like a flash. He provides so many things for Villa, does Gray. And Platt atones for that penalty miss. Villa now developing into a good attacking side. Kevin Gage sweeps in his second and Villa's third. Villa's best home performance of the season. Norwich's unbeaten away record has gone.
This East End derby was a home banker, if ever there was one. I know, you've heard it all before. Millwall third and unbeaten at the Den, West Ham next to bottom. But when Ian Dawes' back pass was intercepted by Alan Dickens, Paulins picked up his 4th goal in 4 games in front of Millwall's biggest crowd for 12 years. The West Ham revival continues.
Southampton are one of the informed sides at the moment, unbeaten in 10 matches. The Wallace brothers have got a lot to do with that. This is Rodney Wallace with a splendid cross, and Neil Maddison, a teenager in his first full league game, heads the Saints in front. Wimbledon haven't won in the league since early October, and they came back just 3 minutes later. Vinnie Jones with a free kick, another set piece. Burridge can't get the ball away, and Terry Gibson, lethal in that sort of situation, equalises. Well, right at the end, Southampton paid for a series of missed chances. Shades of the cup final here, another set piece. This time it's Wise, and Carlton Fairweather heads in the winner. Wimbledon really needed the points, their first win in 7 games.
Spurs, 4 league games without defeat. Now, one of the debatable issues of the weekend here, Ian Snowden's pass. Now, Tony Cottee looked well and truly offside until you noticed Terry Fenwick playing him on. A slight delay, but as soon as Cottie's predatory instincts returned, well, that was pure Greavesy, wasn't it? His 100th league goal.
Manchester United were chasing their first win in 10 matches. Ralph Milne got his first goal thanks to a deflection against his old club. United relaxed and much more confident. Remember Brian McClare's miss on the match last week at Newcastle? He can head them in, you know. And coming up now, one of the goals of the weekend from United's outstanding player, Mark Hughes. Look at that. Control and into the net. 3-0 to United, their best league win of the season.
Middlesbrough have the worst away record in the First Division. They lost their previous 2, and with only 1 goal in 4 games, they were probably more surprised than Forest to take the lead. Mark Brennan skidding one across the surface. Well, Forest, with only 1 home win all season, came back with some good old-fashioned wing play. Franz Carr back in favour, laying on the equaliser for Lee Chapman, who was reputedly out of favour before the match. A bit of Cleppy psychology, if you ask me. Well, less than 2 minutes later, Stuart Pearce combined brilliantly with Franz Carr. Pearce, he's the England fullback, Cleppy says can't tackle. Atoning for his midweek sending off by laying on number 2 for Chapman. Middlesbrough, though, emerged with a point. Peter Davenport, their new signing, without a goal since moving from Manchester United, but obviously settling in, crossing perfectly for Stuart Ripley. From Forest's point of view, 1 defeat in their last 18 games, but a draw really not good enough.
Well, Sheffield Wednesday are missing the goals of Lee Chapman. Where would they be without Mel Sterling, the England fullback, playing as a striker? And that's his 6th goal of the season. Looked very much like 3 points for Sheffield Wednesday until the 89th minute. Referee Neil Midgley right in the middle of things. Watch as Ted McMinn drives this ball in. Now, is that handball there by Madden or by Micklewhite? The referee's in the perfect position and he says it's a penalty. Doesn't show up all that well on this slow motion, but I must say I agree with him. Nigel Callaghan to take the spot kick. 1-1 the result. Derby will settle for that. They haven't won at Hillsborough for 52 years.
4 without a win, Queen's Park Rangers. The game set alight by another vintage Trevor Francis goal. I wonder if he's watching. Great volley that, Trevor's 8th of the season. Well, Coventry had lost only 1 away. They went 2 down. Rangers playing with some style. Coney nodding it back for Mark Falco. Sharp turn, sharp goal all round. Well, in the main, it was a bad-tempered match, and Coventry's Trevor Peake paid a very severe penalty. Was that a sending-off offence? The referee thought so. Well, Coventry managed the goal before the end. David Speedy's first for 10 games. His 7th of the season from midfield. Queen's Park Rangers 2, Coventry